What's up, everybody? Well, I got a Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today. Well, at least I sure hope I do. Most of the ones I tried to make today honestly did not turn out well. They all seem to not want to run. Or ran, but at wrong resolution where you can't see what's going on and all sorts of lame shit. Anyway, though, figured this one has a check mark, so it should freaking work. So I figured, why don't we try some Final Fantasy 15? So, don't know how well this is going to run. It did not run the greatest on PS4, I remember. That's why I was really excited to have it on PC. However, this is like portable PS4, so it's probably going to be like 30 FPS kind of game. But, hey, maybe this thing will surprise me. It'll do even better. It is running a little lower resolution than the PS4 after all. It's only trying to do 720p basically. 16 by 10 version of it anyway. But anyway, why don't we hop in, hook it to the capture computer, and hopefully get some more actual gameplay and not any more disappointment. All right, let's start Final Fantasy 15 here. We're going to play at 720p on full screen, VSync off with no FPS limit. Well, there is an FPS limit of 120, but we're not going to get anywhere near that, I assure you, anywhere but the menus. So we're just going to max this out at first. So it's the highest, so unfortunately I can't scroll through them, but you can see them right here. And we're not going to do any NVIDIA either, because this is not an NVIDIA thing. I'm sure this would just make it run terribly. So let's jump in and see how it does. Well, here we are maxed out on highest, and seeing as though this thing's about as powerful as a PS4 in the GPU department, I figured this is about what would happen. Now the CPU absolutely destroys it. The PS4 I mean, but the Steam Deck's GPU is powerful, but it's not the most powerful thing in the world. There are certain aspects of the PS4's GPU that are higher. But still, it's pretty much for all intents and purposes the exact same power. Seeing as though it's an RDNA 2, so you can't just go with pure teraflops. Anyway. Anyway, though, why don't we just run around here a little bit? Obviously, this is not the most playable. I wouldn't have fun playing with this. It honestly, frame rate rise kind of reminds me of the PS4, because I don't think that thing was hitting 30 all the time either. I think it was dropping well under at a lot of points. This was an intensive game to run, though. It was asking a lot out of it. I really should have just got a PS4 Pro, but then I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to go and spend that much on a PS4 Pro when I bet you this game is just going to come out on PC. And I can just play it again. It's better to buy a game twice than spend a bunch of money on a console just for one game.
My perfectly groomed hair!
Think you
Oh no, your perfectly groomed hair. What are you going to do?
Whoa! You're right.
It's rude to stare.
It's very rude to stare. Shaken, not stirred. I'm not gonna lie. Does anybody else get the impression that we're a boy band and we're late to get to our first gig? That's the impression I get watching these guys run down the side of the street. Our van broke down. Hey man. Oh, you're not gonna give us a ride? Well, fuck you too. Well, I did jump out of the road. They're not gonna give us a ride. That's not part of this game. I'm just farting around and having fun. Anyway, though, I think that's more than enough. Why don't we go ahead and drop down the settings a little bit here. Now we'll do just high, so you can look at all of the grayed out settings. I can't really scroll through them like I normally do, but I figured I'd just sit here, talk to you guys, and let you guys just kind of look through them with your own eyes there. And then, of course, at the bottom there's a bunch of NVIDIA stuff, but we're not going to turn any of this on, because this is obviously an AMD all-in-one chip, so turning this on would probably give us 10 FPS or 8 FPS or some shit, so not even going to bother with that. Instead, why don't we go ahead and hop into the game and see if we can stay above 30. Well, here we are just on high now, so let's see if we can stay above 30 FPS at least. Because that'd be cool if we could just lock it to 30 and play on high, you know? So far so good though, barely, but let's see if we stay there though. Get to a random spot where it drops way down
Nice
for all I know.
Indeed.
Well, so far so good. Oh Oh, we found a fence. Oh, we dropped down to 26 here, though. 27, so nope, not good. Alright, though, I guess we'll just run down the road a little like we did at the end of the last video here, too. It's a different road, but still similar.
Real nice here.
Makes me want to take a nap.
It is a pretty nice forest. Is that my car up there? It sure looks like my car up there. Oh yeah, that's right. I monster truckified it. Well, I was gonna drive it, but we're already got quite a bit of footage here, so why don't we just move on instead? Now we'll do a little average preset here. So we can just take a quick second for you guys to glance over everything, since I can't scroll through everything like usual, but no big deal. Some games are gonna be like that here and there. So also, we're not turning any of this shit on, because I feel like that'd just be a horrid idea. What would be a good idea is getting into the game, so let's go ahead and jump in. Well, here we go with average gameplay now, and it looks like we're real close to 40 FPS here. Drop down to 36 though, so you can't quite call it a 40 FPS experience. I was gonna say maybe we could just lock it to 40 FPS, but nope. I feel like this one is one where I'll probably just fiddle with the settings when I do camera and make it my own. I don't think any of the presets will give me the FPS I want, so I think I'll just deal with 30, with it still looking halfway decent.
Real nice here.
Because any lower than average, and it's going to start looking really crappy. I can already tell it's looking kind of soft in the plants and stuff. Let's just hop around. We can pretend Noctis is a frog. Just hopping around. Ooh, what's this thing? Oh, well, apparently my inventory is full of lightning. Alright then. Is it also full of this thing? Probably, but let's go check since we're here. Yep, alright. We're worth a shot. Alright, we found the road again, so I guess let's go hop onto it. After running through these pine trees. Oh, and there's my car again.
Ah, the breeze feels good.
Indeed.
Dang, that car's like hovering off the ground. Did my damn car get high too? Shit. It's a floating. Hey, here's another car. Can I jump on your car? Oh, well that's boring. I can't jump on it. Oh well. I guess let's move on then. Well, here we go. Now we'll do a little low. At least low preset. Then after this, we'll get into a little bit of some camera gameplay. And I'll just fiddle with this shit and see what I can come up with. We're not going to run any of these guys either, because that would just make it run badly, I'm sure. Even if it is an older game, it's already having trouble running it and staying above 30 as it is, so why don't we go see how low does now? Well, now let's get some low gameplay in, and you can definitely tell it looks pretty shitty now. But we are staying above 40, So this could be your 40 FPS experience right here. Just lock it to 40 and just play. If all you're concerned with is FPS anyway. Although for all I know it's going to drop under 40, so let's just make sure before I make that claim. But so far so good on that. We're even hitting 50 FPS here and there. Still not 60 though, so I wasn't expecting to be able to hit 60 in this game, but still. Let's get a little gameplay in anyway. I always like the music from Final Fantasy
breeze
games. They
feels
usually do a
good.
pretty good
Makes me
job.
want to take a nap.
Alright, let's just keep on running. Running through the forest.
Real nice here.
Indeed.
This is definitely a pretty nice forest. I mean, on low it doesn't look quite as nice as it did before, but still a nice forest nonetheless. Alright, moving on. Well, alright. Let's get a little camera gameplay in now. And I figured I would lock it to 30 FPS since it's not hitting 60 anyway. Frame rate, I'm just going to let the game say 120, but we're going to lock it on the system, so that doesn't really matter. Still 100% resolution. Custom, though. We're going to do high model LOD, TRAM average, anisotropy filtering high, geomapping on, lighting average, shadows average, ambient occlusion, I'm just leaving that off, and aliasing as well off, motion blur off, and filtering high, and we're leaving all the NVIDIA stuff here off. So, now, why don't we get into the game one last time and see how my settings run. Maybe it'll be terrible, I don't know. This is just a guess on how it should run good, after all. Well, alright. Here we are in game, so let's just run around and see how it plays. If we can stay at locked 30 or if it's going to constantly drop down to like 24 or some nonsense like that. Well, so far so good. What's this? Oh, I got some Yellowstone ore. How fun. Can't remember what the hell that's for, but we found it.
Breeze feels good.
Alright, I don't think it's dropped under 30 at all so far. It's not like I've had my eye glued to it, but I haven't really noticed any stutters.
Breeze feels good. Makes me want to take a nap.
A cool breeze will do that. Oh, cool. don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything. Well, alright. Finally found a battle to get into. So that's fun. I don't think we dropped really to there either. So yeah, this is probably how I'd play it then so far. I don't really see any reason why not. What's this structure? I seem to have found wood. Must be an old lumber mill or some shit.
So, where are we staying tonight? Fireworks. Count the days.
Time to make camp soon, I guess.
You guys better take this one. Not the type of bad guys I like to fight. Savage Regiment?
Haha. That's weird. My camera just stopped. Did it stop recording? There we go. No, it didn't. That's weird. Anyway, though. Well, I guess it says it did. Anyway, that's probably more than enough gameplay for this anyway, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. And while we couldn't hit 60, everything besides maxed out was able to give us a solid 30. So that's a good thing. I seem to like my solution the best. Just lock it to 30, mess with the settings till you find some you like, and hell, if you mess with them correct, you might even be able to get 40 FPS most of the time though. I feel like still there's going to be points where it might drop down like 36, 37, but if you can deal with that, cool. I just figured instead of doing little frame drops, just lock that shit down to 30. And so that's what I did for the camera portion. Anyway though, I think that's more than enough Steam Deck for the day. It's already 6:30. Time for me to go make dinner and then start doing voiceovers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out, guys.